The World Health Organization is warning that 16 other African nations are at risk when it comes to South Africa's outbreak of Listeria. The country is experiencing the worst outbreak on record. Listeria is a foodborne bacteria. A meat processing plant was last month identified as the main source of the outbreak. South Africa's neighbours have banned product imports from that factory, but there's been a confirmed case of Listeria in Namibia too. The WHO is investigating whether it's connected to South Africa's outbreak. Nearly 200 people have died of Listeria in South Africa since January 2017. Well, the WHO has reportedly reached out to the countries most at risk. They are Angola, Botswana, the DRC, Ghana, Lesotho, Madagascar, Malawi, Mauritius, Mozambique, Namibia, Nigeria, Swaziland, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia and Zimbabwe. South African meat products have been exported to all of them. Despite an international recall of the products, further cases are likely because of Listeria's potentially long incubation period. The WHO says the outbreak is a wake-up call for countries in the region to strengthen their national food safety and disease surveillance systems. Well, let's get you more on that story. I'm joined live from Johannesburg by CGTN's Angelo Coppola. Angelo, what is the latest on South Africa's Listeria outbreak? Can you update us on the number of cases there?
Well, counting back from January 2017, the number of laboratory confirmed cases has risen to 978, and a total of 674 patients have been traced, of which 183 have died. This is according to the South African Department of Health, and it constitutes a 27% case fatality rate in South Africa alone. This is the data as of the 14th of March. The deadly strain has been identified as the main cause. It's an ST6 of the deaths, that is, and that strain has been traced back to that enterprise operation in the Polokwane province of South Africa, Karen. So it's identified, it's 183 confirmed, and it's likely to climb.
And Angelo, 17 African countries are at risk. Will health authorities in South Africa assist those countries should there be an outbreak there?
Well, at least 6 of those South Africa's neighbours have actually banned the import of any cold processed meats or polony in the last 2 weeks, and that's from any South African supplier. Meanwhile, the SADC health ministers met in Johannesburg on Thursday last week. The meeting was called by the South African Health Minister, Aaron Motsoaledi, as head of the SADC health portfolio, and several actions there were outlined. The SADC ministers plan to what they call harmonise prevention, detection and response procedures to any Listeria outbreak in any of those countries. There will also be closer collaboration when it comes to importing processed meats. A need was also expressed to strengthen the public health capacity and take all the hazards risk management approach that they need in case there is an outbreak elsewhere. The ministers also called on the World Health Organization and similar organizations to help build capacity in the countries that border on South Africa. And those SADC members were also asked to strengthen control of food industries in their own countries by compliance to those health safety standards that are applicable, just to manage listeriosis, which can get out of control really quickly. Karen?
And well, as you were saying, we know that there is at least one processing plant where Listeria has been traced. Are there concerns that there may be others?
Well, on Monday, in fact, Tiger Brands, which is the holding company for that enterprise operation, announced that it had closed 2 more facilities. This includes the primary abattoir that supplies the other 3 processing plants that belong to the enterprise group. Tiger say they're waiting for test results to confirm what type of listeriosis was found in those Pretoria plants of theirs. As a precaution, though, they did pull another brand off the shelves in South Africa. Meanwhile, RCL, the other company that has been targeted or highlighted as having had an outbreak of listeriosis, say they're in the clear, but the South African Department of Health is saying that they have jumped the gun because the full test results aren't in yet. The other suppliers that are a lot smaller in the South African market appear to be in the clear at the moment. Karen?
Okay, thank you very much for that update on the Listeria outbreak in South Africa. That was CGTN's Angelo Coppola there in Johannesburg.